Have you ever imagined a civilization so advanced they tracked planets without telescopes, built cities without metal, and wrote entire books in symbols? Welcome to the world of the ancient Maya, a civilization of science, spirit, and mystery. Let's explore who they were, what they achieved, and why they seem to vanish, though their story is far from over. The Maya civilization developed in Mesoamerica, a region stretching from southern Mexico through Guatemala, Belize, and parts of Honduras and El Salvador. They weren't a single unified empire like Rome or Egypt. Instead, the Maya were a collection of powerful city-states, each ruled by its own king, often competing or warring with one another. Their history spans over 3,000 years, from as early as 2000 BC to well past the Spanish conquest in the 1500s. But the period we call the Classic Maya era, from 250 to 900 AD, was their golden age. Maya cities like Tikal, Palenque, Copan, and Chichen Itza were incredible achievements. They built massive temples, pyramids, palaces, ball courts, and observatories, often aligned with astronomical events. And they did this without metal tools, wheels, or animals like horses or oxen. Everything was done by human labor, cutting limestone, hauling it through jungles, and stacking it into sacred geometry. Some cities held tens of thousands of people, as big as many European cities at the time. The Mayans were mathematical and astronomical geniuses. They independently developed the concept of zero, centuries before it appeared in Europe. Their counting system was based on 20, and they could calculate long spans of time using a calendar system called the long count. They tracked the sun, moon, planets, and especially Venus, with incredible precision. Their calendar systems were so accurate, they could predict eclipses and solstices hundreds of years in advance. Their famous calendar didn't predict the end of the world in 2012. It simply marked the end of a cycle, like a cosmic reset. The Maya were one of only a few ancient civilizations to invent a written language. Their system, called Maya glyphs, combined phonetic symbols and logograms to represent sounds, objects, and ideas. They wrote on stone monuments, but also in books made of bark paper called codices. Sadly, most of these were burned by Spanish missionaries during colonization. We've deciphered much of their writing in recent decades, revealing a rich history of politics, wars, dynasties, and rituals. They also had a deep appreciation for art, music, poetry, and storytelling, often blending religion and history into every aspect of life. The Maya believed the universe had 3 layers: the heavens, the earth, and the underworld, all connected by a cosmic tree. They worshipped many gods, of rain, maize, sun, death, and creation, and believed these gods needed human attention and offerings to maintain balance. Rituals included dance, incense, bloodletting, and at times human sacrifice, especially during times of crisis. These acts were seen not as cruelty but as spiritual duty. They also played a sacred ball game called Pok ta Pok, which had religious meaning. And in some cases, the losers, or even the winners, could be sacrificed. Around 900 AD, many major Maya cities in the southern lowlands were abandoned. Why? Experts believe it was a perfect storm of problems: droughts caused by climate shifts, overpopulation straining food supplies, deforestation that damaged the environment, political conflict and warfare, possibly even religious upheaval. The Maya didn't vanish, but many cities declined, and power shifted north to places like Chichen Itza and Uxmal, which thrived for centuries after. In the 1500s, Spanish conquistadors arrived in the Yucatan. Though they defeated the Aztecs quickly, conquering the Maya took nearly 200 years because Maya city-states were scattered and fiercely independent. The Spanish suppressed Maya religion, burned their books, and enslaved their people, but the Maya resisted, and many communities kept their culture alive in secret. Today, millions of Maya descendants still live across Mexico and Central America. They speak Maya languages, follow traditional customs, and fight to preserve their heritage in a world that often ignores it. The ruins remain, silent cities wrapped in jungle vines, but the spirit of the Maya lives on in their people, their stories, and the knowledge they left behind. The ancient Maya weren't just mysterious. They were brilliant, spiritual, creative, and resilient. They left us not just monuments and calendars, but a legacy of knowledge, culture, and survival. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore more history in minutes.